To this part of the tutorial, we're going to continue from where we left off. So today I'll be looking at lists. Now let's just go quickly and do what we have to do. So I will call this list.html, and I notice it's not saved to the location, so let me save this again. Save as to my internal storage and to this. Okay, list.html. So just go quickly and write what we have to write and allow this to complete this for us. I'll change this to list tutorial. I'll do it with a meta tag, and then I remove the heading. So first, let me create the heading for my document. So I'm using the h1 tag. I don't need the class. Okay, I say this should be list tutorial. Okay. List tutorial. Okay, now I create a div to hold whatever I want to do. Now from there, we have two types of lists. We have the ordered list and the unordered list. The list is ordered if you're using the non-orderings, that is either alphabetical or numerical. And if you're using the alphabet, either the Roman alphabet, of course the Roman alphabet, uppercase or lowercase, or you're using the Roman numerals or the normal numbers, that is 1, 2, 3, or you're using I, both the uppercase and the lowercase, then that list is said to be ordered. But if you're using none of these and you're using maybe symbols like squares, circles, disc, and arrows and all that, then we say that list is not ordered. So I'll create a list. Okay, so let's say to create an ordered list, you use the O for ordered and L for lists. That's the tag you use, OL tag. And then to create the list items, you use the LI tag. So I'm going to create some items here. I say this should be item 1. Okay, so that's the first item. I can create another item again, and I say that should be item 2. I can create another item again. I can create another item, and we'll call it item 3. Okay, item 3. Okay, now by default, this list, the style, it will show, this is an ordered list, so by default, it will show as numbers 1, 2, 3. So let me just run this, and then you'll see what I'm talking about. Okay, it's coming up, and it should be here in a moment. Okay, see the numbering here by the left, it's 1, 2, 3, that's the numbering. I can change the numbering, so I can change the numbering, and I say the type. I want the type here to be, okay, let's use uppercase Roman numerals. So I use capital A. That's all I need to specify, and it knows I'm talking about the uppercase Roman numerals ordering. And of course, you'll see it change. Look at the left, you see ABC now. Okay, so that's that. So if you use small letter A, it will use the small letter ABC. Use the Roman numeral I, either uppercase I, then to use uppercase I, and so on. Use the lowercase Roman numerals I, then it will list it accordingly. Okay, that's for the ordered list. Now let's look at the unordered list. So I'll create a div to hold whatever I want to do. I'm creating a div. Okay, so you use the UL tag, the U for unordered and L for lists, so the unordered lists, and then I use the LI to specify my list, my items. So I can say this should be item 1. Okay, that's item 1, and then the next one IL again, and this should be item 2. Of course, you can call it anything, of course you know that. Okay, let me create just 3 items and then we'll be done. Okay, let this be item 3. Now the default behavior for this one is that it will appear as a disk, as a bullet, a dot that is filled. A dot that is filled. Okay, or let's say a circle that is filled. Okay, so that's how it will display. And let's just say how it appears here. You see, it's appearing as a dot or a circle that is filled as a disk. That's the default type. I can change the type, the display, and to do that you use a style. you use style attributes. So I'll have to style this list. Okay. Now I use lists style type. Okay, list style type, that is a property which you use to style your lists. So list style type, I want to change the style to square. Okay, so I'm changing the type to square. Okay, so let's see what happens, how it displays this time around. So we allow it to load. Okay, of course you see it's now displaying a square. So that is that. So I can change this one now. Let me change the ordered listing to small Roman numerals. Now, okay, we have another type of lists which we call the description lists. Description list. Okay, let me look at that briefly before I leave this. Okay, so the description list, you use DL for description lists. D for description and L for lists. And then the items, when you're describing items, you have the item you want and then the description. So the item is, you use DT, description term. So that's what you use, description term. And then you use DD for, okay, let me undo what I just did. So the term should be something like orange. Okay, and then I should have the, what's it called, the description. What is happening? Why is it not allowing me to write here? Okay, we have the DD tag snippets, and this should be, okay, so there's an error there, so that should not be there. Okay, let me bring this back. Okay, let's write the description here. Okay, this one should be, this is a citrus fruit. Okay, I can create another term again. Oh, navigation. Okay, so let's create another term. DT. Sorry. DT. Not that. DT. Snippets. Okay, and I say we have something like coffee. And then, sorry, coffee. And then the description should be that coffee is, what is coffee? Coffee is a black drink. Anyway, just write the description. So let's do how this looks like. It's coming up. Okay, of course you see. So this is orange and this is the description. That's coffee and that's the description. You can write a whole lot of things here. A whole lot of things, whatever you want to write, describing that list. So that's another type of list. Now, there's something I can do to this list. I can change any of this list and make it look like a menu bar. Of course, you've been seeing menu bars where you have items that are like that, so I can change it. First of all, let's do something. Let me style this list, this unordered list here. Let me display it horizontally. To do that, what I want to do is, let me give an ID to this my lists. So I give it an ID attribute. Sorry, ID is what I want. So I call it menu. Let me turn it into a menu button and to a navigation list. So now I come here and I write a style. So style, okay. I told you these things are not necessary. So I call my UL on ordered lists because that's the tag I want to deal with. Well, I'm looking for the UL that has an ID of menu. I told you use the hash to specify IDs. So any UL that has the ID menu is what I want to do, apply the style to. And I'm applying the style to the list items under that UL. So any UL with the ID menu, the items under it, I want to style them. So how do you do that? So what you need to do is to change the display. You change the display of those items. So you change the display to inline. Now by default the display is block, that is vertical. That means a block, when you're building a house, what you do is after you place one block, you place the other on top like that. So that is block. Now I want the display to be inline, so instead of placing the other on top, place it beside it. So let's preview this, and you notice that the unordered list will now be placed horizontally. Okay, so let's view and see if that is actually true. Of course, you see the items are now item 1, item 2, and item 3. And notice the bullet and all that, the ordering, they are no more there. Okay, so now I can, that looks like a button already. I mean, that looks like a menu list, but it's not complete. Menu list are 1, they are clickable, and 2, they look like buttons or something. So I can now change this list items the way they are now. Let's go back and view them. Before I do what I want to do. Okay, it's coming up now. If I click on any of this, nothing is happening to them, right? Now look at what I'm going to do. I'm going to make them clickable by using the A attribute. That's the link attribute. I have covered that in a different tutorial. So I will wrap the LI attribute with the A attribute. I'll wrap it around. So by that I mean I open it here, then I close the A attribute after the list item. So you see why I close it. So I'm wrapping this item 1 with this. Of course, I'm not linking it to anything, so I can allow this thing to be at where it is now. Okay, so let's copy this, and then okay, what is happening? That's not what I want to do. Okay, now let's also make this one. I also insert the A attribute here, the A snippet. Sorry, it's not giving me what I wanted. Okay, the A snippet, and I want this to be at the end. Oh, where are you? Okay, so you can wrap all the 3. Oh, I'm doing it to the ordered listing instead of the unordered. This is what I actually want to do. It's not, I'm done. Let's write it again. So I have the A snippet. I have the A snippet. Okay. So okay, that's that. Sorry that it's taking time. Okay. So you can write that for all 3 of them. But let me leave it at that. Now I want to style this, make it look like a button, more like that. So what I do is I come to this, and I said the display should be that. I can change the list style type. Of course, you can use image. See the list style image. You can use image there. I'm changing the list style type property. Oh God, that's not what I want. List style type, I'm changing it to none. Okay, the next thing I want to do is I want to add some padding to it. So I add, that is not the padding I want. Padding, okay, the padding is internal spacing. So internal spacing you add to something. So I can add a padding of maybe 5 pixels to each of those items. Okay, I can add I can add a margin if I wish, but I think the pattern should be okay. And the next thing I will want to add is a border radius. Of course, border radius to make it a sort of circular. So I say border radius property, let's say 4, that is left, right, and then 0 and 0. Let me add pixels to this. Okay, so that's the 4 corner top. I think it's left bottom. It's always left bottom right. No, right bottom, left top. Anyway, okay, the ordering. Okay, I think this should be enough. And I've already added the A attributes to them. So you can add the A attributes to all the three of them. So it will actually give you what you want. Okay. I mean, let's just write this all of them so we see what is actually happening. Okay. Okay. I'm getting it. Oh, that's not that. Okay. Okay. So let's link one of these two. Let me change these items. Let's link this one to the home page. So we say this one is home, and I'm linking it to my index file. So link this to index.html. Okay, let me link this to my tags tutorial. So I link this to tags.html. Okay, so we can link this to tags to Abi. Okay, let's link this to that our list. Okay, link tutorial. Well, let's call it link page, whatever. And then I'm linking it to that my link.html. Okay, so now I've created 3 links now, and if I run this again, this is what you're going to see. Sorry, it's coming up. Of course, you see the links now. I can remove this default behavior. Of course, I've shown you how to do that, to change it from blue and all that. So I styled this too. So if I click on this now, it should take me to the home page. What's happening? It's taking time to load. Okay, this is what will be displayed. So that's our home page. Remember the index file? Oh, I'm supposed to click the back button. Okay, so if I click on it's taking time to load, sorry for that. If I click on the link page, it should take me to the link. That was the previous tutorial, the one I just concluded before this one. So it should take me to that page. So it's taking time to load, and it's actually a problem with the app. Link page, what's happening? The link page is not working. What do we call it? Okay, it's links with S, not link. Okay, links with S. Okay, so let's view it again. This time around, it should work. Okay, come up. So links. So it should work this time around. So let's say it's taking time to load. Okay, so this is the links page, the one we just finished. So you see how wonderful it is. So I go back again, and if I click on any of these things, I did not link them to anything. It will just remain there. You see. Okay, so to make it look like a button, like I can remove the default behavior, the underline and all that. So let me just do that, and then we'll go. Okay, so I come here again, and to my styles, I say every UL that has an ID of menu, and I am applying the item to the list. Okay, since I am styling the all lists, I'm applying the style to the A tag. Okay, so I'm styling all the A's. So I say that the text decoration property, sorry, not the text decoration color, text decoration property, okay, text decoration property should be none. Okay, I can change the color to be black, okay, and then I can change, because you remember the pseudo styling we did the other time around. I will say it, the active and all that. So you can specify all those ones. So you can say all the UL items that have an ID of menu, the A tag under them, when it is visited. So when it is visited, don't change the color, allow it to remain black. So I say the text decoration should be none, and then the color should remain black. Okay, then I can do the same for the override or the active. You could say the UL items that have an ID of menu, the A under them. Again, I need the active when it is active. And the text decoration should be none. The decoration should be none, and then I still want the color to be black. Color property to be black. Okay, that is when it is visited. When it is overt, UL with an ID of menu, the A when it is on mouse over. I don't want you to decorate it. I might allow the underline stuff when you're overing. I can remove it and make it look more like a button. Okay, right? So if I want to do that, then I can add a border to this border property. I can add a width of 2 pixels to all of them, and then the color should be, let's give it a gray color, and then what's the other one? I think there are 3 properties for that. I'll come back to that. So I can say the text decoration for this when you're overing. The text decoration, not the text decoration color. Text decoration should be none, and then the color should continue to be black. Okay, so let's look at that. So it's coming up. Okay, so you see, it's no more underlined, right? So if I click on it, nothing, it still remains black. So I think, so it should link to my link page now. So this is more like a navigation button. So I have styled that to look like a button. So if you visit this page, you will not know that what you're seeing is a link. You'll think it's something else. And I can even make it look like a button by adding border and all that. So that is that for this tutorial. In this tutorial, I've shown you how to list items. There are 3 types of lists we have: the ordered, unordered, and the description lists. Then I've also taken you into how to style your lists to make it horizontal and how to change it into a navigation menu. So thank you very much for watching the tutorial. Don't forget to subscribe, to like, and to comment. God bless you. Goodbye.